Here we go. In this video, I'm going to call a cold call. I found this person on the pre-foreclosure list, meaning they have an auction coming up in a future date. This one was out quite a ways in May for some reason. We usually get about a 21-day or a little bit more notice here in St. Louis, Missouri. But for some reason, this one was all the way out in May as an auction date. But does that deter me from at least trying to reach out? So I pulled his information via Skip Trace at wokeskiptracing.com. I got the phone number, and the very first number I called answered, and this is what happened. Give this video a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share if you care.
Hello.
Hey, Richard.
Who this?
This is Chris.
Chris?
Yes.
Okay, Chris who?
Yeah, I was calling to see if you were able to do anything about the house over on. They had your house coming up on a pre-foreclosure list. Were you able to get it stopped?
No, I'm working on that now, man.
Yeah, they got you set out for an auction date. I didn't know if anybody told you. Sometimes people don't even know they're on the list, you know.
What's the date?
Let me go pull it up here.
I know it was coming up. I talked to somebody yesterday, and she had told me to call, the lawyer who owed it to get the date. She didn't have it, but I know it was coming up.
Yeah, it says under Southlaw PC, I guess. Is that who's the trustee?
Yeah, that's who she told me to call, yeah.
Are you planning on trying to keep the house, or are you going to sell it?
I'm probably just going to sell it, man. I'm off from work. I got injured, and I'm not able to afford that house right now, man, with being off from work.
Yeah, ain't no reason to be trying to pay into a house if you can't afford it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm steady, for a minute, before I got hurt, I was swimming good, and then I got hurt, I was treading, now I'm drowning.
Oh, no, we can't have you drowning. We got to throw you a life raft.
Man, I'm telling you, I'm barely breathing, bro.
Are you still living there or something, or somebody renting it?
No, I'm here now. I'm at the house now.
Okay, so if you were able to sell it, I mean, what would you try to do? What would be like the best?
I don't know. I'm trying to get a payoff amount. Exactly what it is that they want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And say on here you owe approximately $119, something like that. I don't know if that's counting.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, something like that. And so, I mean, what are we trying to do? Just trying to get that plus a little bit to move with or something, or what's your plan?
Man, to tell you the truth, I haven't. This young lady was supposed to send me the comps, in the neighborhood, just to kind of get an idea of what, what's been going on around in the area.
Yeah.
But she told me she was going to send them yesterday. I never got them, so hopefully she'll send them today when she gets off from work.
Oh, what's that, a real estate agent or something?
Yeah, but I haven't signed with her. She was just a friend. I haven't signed with any agent or anything.
Oh, okay. So I'm a direct buyer. So we buy for cash and make it easy for you and work on your timeline, because I know moving and stuff is always difficult. I mean, if you did sell, would you have a place to go?
Oh, yeah, I'm okay on that. I'm about to have surgery again on my knee, so I'm gonna be incapacitated for about the next 3 or 4 months. I just had surgery, but man, my knee, I don't know if you're familiar with the tendon, the patella tendon that holds the kneecap in place.
Yeah, that little plate on top.
Exactly, that little tendon that runs through the kneecap. It's a groove in your kneecap that runs through, and then it attaches down low at the tibia, and then it attaches up top at the quad muscle. So
how did you mess all that up?
I do not know, man. It was an acute injury, not over one time period. But what I do have, I know I've been getting cortisone shots for years, and the cartilage in between my joints is gone.
Wow.
So I'm thinking the bone was probably jagged. You know how that bone gets jagged when they rub together with no cartilage in between them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how a lot of people don't realize that's how you turn tendons and ligaments, because when you start moving and bending that knee and that bone is jagged from rubbing against the other bone. It ain't supposed to be rubbing against the bone. It's supposed to be rubbing against cartilage.
Was you playing sports or something, or?
Well, no, I'm like I say, it's been over a period of time. I've been having problems with this knee for years. So I never knew that. I just figured it was still the same, chronic condition that I had been getting the cortisone shots and stuff like that. Well, when I went in one day, it had really swelled up, worse than than normal. And they told me that I had torn, that the patella tendon was completely torn. So what they had to do was, and I had to go in. Then also, like I said, I ain't got cartilage in between my joints. But no, I couldn't. No orthopedic doctor wanted to do both of those surgeries together because both of the surgeries are at least like 3 hours. Well, they don't want you under for no 6 hours unless it's a life and death situation, Ain't no orthopedic doctor trying to have you up under that long. Now, if it was if it was life-threatening, heart, lungs, something, then that's something different. But a knee orthopedic doctor, nah. So they repaired the tendon, and then when I got done, they repaired the tendon. Now they told me I needed to try to build it up, get it strong, and then they're gonna go back in and try to add cartilage in between the joints and smooth that bone out. And hopefully after that I'll be better. Like right now, man, I'm suffering. I can, some days I can barely walk.
That ain't good. Dang.
Man, it's been rough.
Over time, just regular wear and tear, huh?
Yeah, like I say, he didn't know, and it's an injury that most basketball players had this injury a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking when you first said it.
Yeah, so it's because the nickname is Jumper's Knee. But I ain't played ball or been jumping in years. So
back when we was young, huh? Say back when we was young.
Yeah, man, I ain't seen somebody throwing basketball right now. I probably think it's a soccer ball.
Wow. Yeah, so as far as the house here, I mean, what kind of condition is it? I mean, does it need a lot of work?
The house in good shape, man. The only thing the house needs is the kitchen floor. The tile in the floor is just a little square. It's not ceramic or anything. It's just the tiles. They look like linoleum, but it's actually what's these 12 by 24 squares.
Yeah.
And it's got a few bad spots in it. I was gonna replace it, but I can't. Right, I can't be down on my knee. I can't even hardly bend my knee. I'll try to be down on that floor for hours trying to do some tile. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So
what about the system? Is the HVAC and all that stuff working good?
All that stuff was installed in 18. New air conditioner, a central unit outside, air coil inside new, water heater 2018, roof 2018, new gas stove 18, refrigerator 18, new dishwasher. It's got a complete Frigidaire, refrigerator, dishwasher, stove, microwave, that's stainless steel, blackened stainless, and it's all Frigidaire. Like I said, it was all brand new when I got her in 18.
Oh, okay.
So the kitchen's in good shape. Like I said, it's been remodeled. I can send you a picture if you want, or you can come by if you get a chance. Up to you. So.
Yeah. I live not too far from you. I'm actually one of your neighbors.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm up in the area too. And so, I mean, like in a perfect scenario, I mean, how would you like to play out for this all to play out? I mean, what would it take for you to be able to?
I just don't want it to go up in foreclosure, because I know when they go on foreclosure, no matter how much money they get for it, they're gonna still stick you with all type of fines and everything. Huh?
Yeah, they give you fees and all type of stuff.
You breaking up? I can't hear you at all.
I said they charge you all type of legal fees and everything. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I said they charge you legal fees and all type of stuff.
Exactly. See, and that's what I'm trying to avoid. I'm to the point where I am not, as far as trying to make a profit, I'm not even, I just want to break it. I just want to get from up under it. So once I get healthy, I can start building my credit back up without having, all that stuff hanging over my head.
So basically, if we were to buy for, say, around 120, that would, clear the loan and help you get started over?
Yeah, like I say, I can call and get the exact amount.
Well, yeah, so basically how our process works, when we agree on a price, we send that over, we get a agreement in place, we send that to title, and they pull the actual payoff and any liens or anything. And so if there's something on there, we would
Chris, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I've been through this before, so but it's been a while, so I don't want to tell you nothing that's, you know what I mean? I mean, you know it's going to foreclosure, but I don't know how to, as far as the lawyer. I have talked to him twice, but it's been a while since I talked to him. Okay. See, a couple years ago, I was in trouble with the house, but my credit was still real good, so I got a, you know, like a, what do they call it? Like it was right around COVID, and a lot of people had fell behind or whatnot, was off from work, so I was able to get like a little influx, like a home equity loan or whatever. And that way I was able to, you know, get back current on the payments or whatever. But like I said, then came the injury, and I had been off since like 23. So
how much was that loan that they gave you to get it caught up?
It was like $20-something thousand. You know, that's why it's putting it at around 120, because I had only at one time, I remember I only owed like 94, 93 on it.
Yeah, I see it on here. It say you owed 96,000, and then something else happened, second mortgage.
Exactly. I took the little influx of money to get back on track, and it was like $20-something thousand. And cause like I said, I wasn't even really trying to make a profit. I was basically just trying to stay afloat until I got my knee back right, you know. Yeah. But things didn't work out as planned. I planned on having a knee surgery and, you know, rehab and be back to work within 6 months. Well, I've been off since December of 23. So you've been best laid plans, you know. It didn't work out like I thought. So, and now I'm preparing to have another surgery. That's why I'm trying to go ahead and get all this done, put my things in storage, and I am going to have surgery on his knee and, you know, let him. When is
the surgery?
I haven't said it yet. That's why I say I'm trying to get everything done. I want the house and all that done because, you know, once I have surgery, you know, I'm not going to be wanting to move stuff. You know what I mean? I'm not going to be able to move, you know.
Right. So let's do this. So like I said, they'll get a payoff. That's not a problem. And if they're, you know, if it is off a little bit, we'll adjust it. That's not a big deal. I just want to try to get you started over so you can get what you want done versus basically get your, you know, surgery scheduled and everything.
Okay. So, what you say your name, Chris, right? Where you? How you say you're in Florence?
Yeah, I'm not too far from you.
Well, I say I'm here now, man. If you ain't doing it, you can come see the house now if you like.
Oh, okay. I could probably make it over there. Let's see, what time is it? 1. How's around 2:30?
That's good. I'll be here.
All right. And what's the best email address for you?
Okay. Hey.
At gmail.com. Okay.
Right.
So,
Chris, when I asked you, was it showing a date yet on that?
Yeah, it has a date. Let me pull it back up again. It was on a different screen. It looks like they put it out to like springtime or something like that. They put yours out real early. They don't normally put them out this early. They put it out I think April or May. I'm trying to pull it back up. But we'll have it all wrapped up way before that time. Because, you know, while it's sitting and no payments are being made, is hitting your credit.
Exactly. You say they don't usually put them out this early. You lost me. I don't know.
So typically when there's a pre-foreclosure, the state of Missouri has to put it out 21 days or more from the auction. For some reason, they put yours out way or more. Usually we get people 3 weeks out. Yours is like almost 3 months out.
Oh, and so what happened? You know, they made a mistake. They sent me a thing one day, and somehow they had the address. They had filed a court proceeding, and there was an error in the address.
Oh.
So something legal had happened, and they sent me a notice of it. And I think they had something wrong in the paperwork, so they had to amend it, and they went back to court, and see that took like a month. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, so there's probably something going on. That's probably why they stretched it out so far so that they can get it prepared before that time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, that it had something to do with that, because I remember I got the proceeding in the mail saying that, you know how they filed the little addendum or amendment saying that it was just a harmless error, and the actual address is 575, and they did all that, and then not too long ago I got a notice from the sheriff,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't have a date.
Yours, okay, I see it now. It says May 7th.
Okay, that's the actual date of sale.
Yeah, and it say your trustee is Douglas Hick, and I think he's with South Law PC.
Right. I know South Law PC is the people who are handling it.
So I mean, so if we were able to get everything, worked out here, I mean, how soon would you like to close?
What is this? February? What's the date? 25th?
26th of February.
26th. So you say May the 7th is the sale day, so I don't want to cut it too close. I would look to be I would look to try to be out of here at least 30 days before the sale date.
Okay.
Is that cutting it close?
So
that's pretty good, right?
So the good thing, we can close on your timeline. That's the beauty of dealing with us. We try to work with you. That's why I like to ask, when would you like to close? Because if we need to close in 2 weeks, we can do it. If you want to close in 30 days or something, we can do that as well. So we work on your side.
Like I said, I don't want to wait till the last minute, so I would at least like to be April the 7th. I would like it to be done, that way I have 30 days, and then I can kind of, if I know I'm closing on April 7th, I can tell the doctor, hey, set me up anytime after, April the 7th, the latter part of April, or early part of May, so I can go ahead and get the surgery out of the way,
Yeah. All right. Are you having to pay for that surgery too, or there's some insurance going to cover it?
No, I got insurance.
Oh, okay, because I know that's expensive.
Yeah, man. My job had I had insurance with my job. I'm a construction worker. I'm a plumber, so I had insurance through the job. And it covered everything on the first surgery. I think I ended up maybe paying $100 and something along with it for the MRI, but it wasn't bad. So that didn't really, put me in too much trouble. Well, then when my employer insurance ran out, she called me and let me know they sent those papers. I don't know if you ever heard that COBRA continuation.
Yeah, I think I heard something like that before.
So the COBRA continuation, that was the insurance that I had through the job. If I wanted to continue it through COBRA, it would have been $1,400 a month.
Oh, wow.
I said, what? You got to be kidding. But, at first, after my hours run, you get to a point where your hours run out. So then I was paying for it, but it was $200 a month. So for the last year, I just been paying $200 a month. Well, as of January 1st, that was over. So I went and got in the marketplace, and got insurance through there.
Okay.
And by me being off from work,
That's good. At least you don't have to pay for it out of pocket.
Yeah, and see, by me being, a lot of people don't know that even if it's not an open enrollment, if you have what they call a qualifying event, it doesn't matter what time of year, they have to open it up for you. So by my job's insurance running out, that was a qualifying event,
Oh, so if they stop your insurance on the other one, you can use that to get new insurance.
Exactly. So if you have job insurance and then it runs out or whatever, and even if it's if the enrollment period for the Marketplace, Affordable Care Act, the Obamacare or whatever is closed, they have to allow you a waiver because you had a qualifying event. And there's a lot of people that don't know. I didn't know. I had to read up on any, because I've never been hurt. I've never been injured. I've never been off.
Yeah.
So now I am.
It comes important all of a sudden then, huh? Once we got
exactly. I used to get some little books about the supplemental income and temporary. I throw that stuff in the trash. Now I voraciously read everything from front to back, top to bottom. I done been through that little handbook so much, So, like I say, I'm just now to the point, man. I want to just get the house sold, and actually, to tell you the truth, I don't even know if I'm even carrying anything out of here, man. You know what I mean?
And that's another good thing. So when we buy it, we take it as is. If you don't, take what you want and leave what you don't.
Yeah. For one thing, I'm definitely not taking anything out of the kitchen. Some people take their refrigerator, and I'm not doing any of that. I'm not taking because I'm not going into a home or anything. Where I'm going is already furnished. So anything I take, I would just be paying another bill and store it. So.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that 2 or 3 months of paying the storage bill, you done bought everything in there.
Exactly. Why
Right.
even buy it? So I'm thinking I don't have a whole lot here. The only thing I really have, I got a bedroom set, but it's not new, but it's nice. But like you say, by the time I pay storage 2 or 3 months, I could have been and bought another bedroom.
Yeah,
So,
you could have bought a whole nother one and been done with it.
and been done, and not even have the problem of trying to haul it away. Because like I say, I'm already limited with what I can do physically anyway. So that would mean I would probably have to hire a moving company. So
And that won't be
that's
no
just,
fun. Do you have access to your email?
yeah.
All right, take a look at that. I just sent you over a purchase agreement for the 120. And like I said, if it is a little bit more than that, we'll cover it. But that sounds about right. It shouldn't be much more than that, if anything. If you take a look at that.
Okay. And you say you coming around 2:30, right?
Yeah, I'm still coming by.
Okay. Well, I'll see you when you get here.
All right. Are you able to take a look at the DocuSign there?
Oh, you want me to look at it now?
Yeah. Because I want to make sure it went through and everything. Make sure, because sometimes it gets lost.
Hold on just a second.
So I want to get into real estate, but don't know where to start.
Well, what I would say is to join the Future Cash Flow Club. It's a community of investors where we talk about wholesaling, we talk about creative deal structuring, buying houses subject to, all of the creative stuff that everybody's talking about. You don't need a real estate license or any of that.
Wow, where do I sign up?
Well, I would say go to futurecashflowclub.com. That's futurecashflowclub.com. You can even get a free trial. Try it out today.
Let's see. The problem is that Chris Monroe.
That's it. You see it. It should say
Via DocuSign, 1 p.m. Purchase agreement for cash purchase. 5. A new document to review and sign. Review document. Hello, Richard. Yep, I got it.
Yeah, if you click on that check mark on there and DocuSign that, we can. So once that's completed, what we'll do is we'll turn that into title, and they'll go ahead and do what's called open escrow. They'll get a payoff from the lender, so we'll know exactly what all the numbers are way before time, and then we'll go ahead and get the process started. And you'll know exactly the date that we'll be closing on April 7th, if not sooner, and we'll get you straightened out there pretty easy.
Okay, you say April the 7th is not sooner.
If not sooner, because sometimes you might, if you want to close sooner or need to change the date or something, we're flexible on that. Like I say, we close on a day that works for you, just in case you get done sooner.
Okay. Does it have to be like the first of the month or something?
No, we close on the day you want.
Okay, because I know they were saying something about they usually try to close like around the first. That way it doesn't accrue interest or something like that for those days or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. So they charge by the day. So the sooner we close, the less money it'll be to pay it off.
That's what I thought. So
yeah.
All right. I don't see. Let's see. So I'm seeing the pay, but I don't see the payoff amount.
Yeah, it should be right there at the top. Let me see here.
I see DocuSign to me. It say, review document. I need to open it up, I guess.
Yep, open that document. It should say on there, closing on or before 7 April 2026.
Okay.
Like I said, we're flexible on that. If you need, a little sooner, we can do that. If we can get you situated prior to that time.
St. Louis cash buyer.
Yep. And they got our just official those pages.
Other options. I'm still not seeing the price.
It should be at the top. I'm sorry. The price should be right there at let's see, 1.5 purchase price, like the first page. Do you see that?
You talking about when I open it up where it says review document, it should be the first page then, you mean?
Yes, you hit that orange button, I believe, and then it should
Yeah,
open up.
Required action. Okay, this is a one purchase agreement to sell your house at five.
It should open up inside of an actual, like a PDF, I guess, or some type of thing inside of DocuSign.
And it says other options. Finish later, decline to sign, session information. Okay. So you want me to go ahead and sign it, but I don't have the actual payoff amount yet.
Yeah, we'll get that straightened out. That's not a problem, because if you're selling it for what you owe on it, we're not going to go, any lower or any, we're not going to have it where you have to owe money to them or anything. We're buying it for the loan balance. But my goal, to be honest with you, Richard, I want to put a little bit of money in your pocket, to be honest with you, to help you with moving and stuff like that. Because they say you owe 118 on here, so that's probably a little bit more than what that is to pay off.
Yeah, I think it is, because I remember her telling me something, but she didn't give me she said I needed to call the lawyer is what she told me.
Yeah, we do all of that in-house, so we have the title company call and get the payoffs and any liens, any sewer liens, because every house we have has an MSD bill on it. So we buy a lot of houses in St. Louis, so we go through this over and over and over again. So we just have the title go pull all of that, so you don't have to be worried about it.
Right. I mean, I understand what you're saying, but that's just verbal to me,
Yeah, that's why we put it on the contract, so purchase price.
Hey, man, like I say, I don't see it, man. Just you say you're coming through, so.
Yeah, I can help you get to it when I get over there.
Okay, yeah. So like I say, I got it opened up, and it's showing me, how I opened a review document, and it's still not showing. I'm not. And then when I open it up, man, for some reason when I open it up, it's saying apps it then went to another language somehow.
It should just hit that orange button, and I think there's a check mark at the top to say I'm agreeing.
But I don't even see no orange button is what I'm saying. When it says review and sign, I'm not even seeing an orange button up here.
Are you on the email that it came from? You might have to start over or something. I don't know. Let me see.
For some reason, I've been noticing this. For some reason, my language, like right now, the whole message is in Spanish.
Oh, wow. You got your phone set to Espanol?
But it wasn't. At first, it was showing me in English, and now it clicked over to Spanish, and I noticed it did that before on me.
What's that, an iPhone or something?
It's Android.
Yeah, I didn't know they switched the
languages. Now the whole thing is then switched to okay, now it's back to English, man. And like I said, this ain't the first time it did this. When I hit the back button and went back, then it jumped back on the English screen. But every time I hit review and continue, it's taking me to Hispaniola.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hold on. Here we go. Consumer disclosure, paper copies. That's real. I agree to use the electronic or this one purchase agreement to sell your home. Man, I don't know.
Yeah, once it comes up in English, it should be. I've never seen it do Spanish before.
Yeah, no, it's my phone because, like I say, I was on it one other day and I was trying to do something and it jumped languages on me.
Wow, it's gonna make you learn 2 languages.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it's this little razor. I don't like these phones. I'm gonna get it.
That's a flip phone.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same phone.
The razor. Oh God, yeah. I hate this phone.
Everybody asks me, is that a phone? Because it folds in half.
Yeah, I hate these little phones, man. I got this. My other phone was on the blink, and I was up and the guy he had his little phone for like 70-something bucks. I said, man, just give me that one there, because I needed something quick. And,
right.
And I had ordered a phone. I like the The S series phone, the S24, and I think it's an S24 or something like that. The Samsung phone, and I had ordered one off the internet, and I got it, and they kept saying that it's an open phone. No, it could only be set up with one company. It had to be set up with T-Mobile.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know how some phones are locked to a certain carrier.
Yeah, they make sure you stay on their bill.
Exactly. So I didn't want T-Mobile, so I sent it back.
Yeah, I got off T-Mobile a long time ago.
Yeah, T-Mobile full of crap. Like now they're running around telling everybody that you can get internet for $35. But I went up there one day, and the internet, it's not even like an internet. It's real. Everybody I know got it. It's real slow, and it's like $50-something bucks, and it's only like 100 megabytes per second.
Oh wow.
You know, if you playing any type of game or you streaming 100 megabytes, you're gonna be buffering a lot.
It's gonna be slow, yeah.
It's gonna be slow, yeah.
Is it showing in English now?
Yeah, it's showing in English, but like I said, it still never showed the price. So
it should be on page 1. On the first, when you first open it, it's like I think the 4th or the 5th line on there. As a matter of fact, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to correct it, and I'm going to put that price or loan balance. I'll put it on in the contract. Hold on, let me try to
purchase agreement for cash purchase. Label as inbox. It says DocuSign. Chris Monroe sent you a document to review and sign.
Yeah, I just fixed it too now, so it should say or loan balance. So that'll cover it because we don't know what exactly is. The payoff is probably going to be a little bit less than that, but like I said,
a little less than what?
A little less than the 120, because it looked like you owe like 118.
I don't know. I think it's more than that. I do. I think it was 120 something.
Well, I'll put on that loan balance now too, so it'll cover it either way. I put on the contract 120 or loan balance, whatever the loan payoff is.
Okay. So when they so like say when they're on foreclosure like that, so so basically you go and deal with the lawyers, the attorneys that's handling it. They don't never try to, because somebody was telling me sometimes if you wait too long or whatever, they won't even accept a payoff amount or something. But I mean, it didn't make no sense to me, because money is money. If they can get their money from David, what difference does it make if it come from David or Derek? Or Derek?
Yeah, that's why we have a whole team to deal with that, so we don't even worry about it. We'll get in contact with them, get whatever payoffs needed. The title company will get that, and then we'll basically send them whatever amount they say to send them.
Yeah, I never understood that part. So.
Yeah, that's why I let the professionals do what they do versus trying to guess at it, because these people can get tricky.
Right. Yeah. Oh man.
All right, let's see here. Sent. So it should show on there now. Did it let you initial the pages and stuff?
Okay, so wait a minute now. So you need me to initial you trying to give me the initial all this before you come see the property is what you're saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, we always put them under contract before we spend a lot of time on it, because like I said, I'm going to work with you and get all this resolved. So that's why we get it under contract first. That's company policy. Then we come out, check out the property. I mean, you already told me it just needs a little bit on the floor. That's not a problem. And then we turn in
the kitchen floor. The kitchen floor and the basement leaks.
Yeah. Okay. I'll check it out when I get there. That's not a problem.
That's So I just want to be honest with you. Other than that, there ain't nothing wrong.
Is it like major leaking, or is it just like a little bit?
No, it's just a little bit. A little bar that comes over in the corner.
Yeah, it might need a sump pump or something put in there.
And to tell you the truth, I was gonna put the sump pump in until I got my knee, and I was gonna have guy break the floor up for me, but guy no, he was gonna break the floor, and I was gonna run the piping.
Oh yeah, because you do that type of work. You're a plumber. I forgot.
I did my mom's house, I guess about a year and a half ago. she kept saying she was smelling sewer gas. I'm like, I don't smell anything. In which I don't. My nose is terrible. But my mom, she over there like a wild animal. Her nose so good, she can smell trouble coming. So I ain't working, man. My mom smelled everything. Well, I mean, one day I had been smoking, and way earlier that day, she said, Mom, you smell like marijuana. I'm like, yeah, what's wrong? No, it's 5 in the evening. She got a hawk on her nose. So I did hers, and when I opened up the floor, the kitchen pipe was busted underground. I said, well, you was right. This is why you've been smelling the sewer gas. So I told you something's wrong. The whole kitchen stack up on the ground had busted. So basically the kitchen sink had been just dumping in the ground probably for years.
Oh, wow.
So now she got it done. She don't complain no more.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can get the sump up put in and stuff. At least that'll save you the energy of having to deal with that, especially with your knee.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. My knee right now is killing me. Okay, I'm trying to figure it out. Hey, man, let me, what number are you at, man? Let me try to do this when I'm off the phone.
Yeah, I'm going to text you right after this call here. That's what I'll do. I'll just text you my direct number and all my information so you'll have it. And
okay.
Then you can just call me right back.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and try to sign these documents.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
So, yep, after all of that, we were able to actually go to the property, see the property, check it out. Condition was great. Didn't need anything. Just exactly what he said. Looked pretty much move-in ready. It's actually rent ready. Kind of scary. Find a house really don't need any work. But we got him under contract on one call, one visit, belly to belly with the seller. If you like this video, give this a thumbs up, give it a like, give it a share. And yeah, tell me what you think about it. Would you have approached this call the same way like I did? Or would you have done something totally different? Remember, this was a cold call. The guy never knew me from a can of paint, but he loved to talk. So guess what I did? I let him talk. Do what you do. Be who you be. And I'll see you before you see me. So yes. I basically just wanted to remind everybody exactly how the Future Cash Flow Club works, because I've been getting a lot of messages like, what is that about? How does it work? It's basically a group. So you see how I do these live seller calls, things like that. You get to get all the replays for all of those. You actually can get the paperwork, purchase agreements, assignment agreements, cancellation agreements, addendums, all of that stuff that you need if you sign up for the elite package at futurecashflowclub.com. Or if easier, it's probably you can just go check it out for a free trial. Lots of goodies in there, behind the scenes stuff, actual help with your deals. If you want to communicate, say, hey, I'm stuck on a deal, I need some help, I'm looking for lenders, I'm looking for whatever, I'm a resource for you. So all you have to do is be part of the club. futurecashflowclub.com. Check it out. I don't know what you've been doing. You been asleep? Let me wake you up with something. Straight up. Yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. I'm Chris Monroe. R to the O-E. I flip houses, rent cars, and make money. You know I'm not no motherfucker dummy. This how we do.